The state of Israel loves colors with lines. The green line, that's an imaginary line. The reason we call it green is because the negotiators, Jordanian and Israeli negotiators, they use the green marker to determine the line, what Jordan will get and what the Israeli government will get. Right? Nobody was talking about what will Palestinians get because both agree that Palestinians will lose. Right? But that so-called green line is agreed upon between the Jordanians and the Israelis. Pretty much like the yellow line in Gaza. That's also an imaginary line, right? But the Israelis decided that with like the American administration. We have an orange line that they are working on. We have another like yellow line in South Lebanon. So Israel loves having those imaginary lines, right? But all of it is imaginary. What those lines mean where Palestinians are not allowed to cross. And if they cross, they will be murdered. That's it. So imagine like you're one member in the West Bank, 30% of the population in the West Bank are Palestinian refugees, right? So I was born in Bethlehem. My father's family were expelled from a village nearby called Al-Malha, and my mother's family were expelled from Jaffa, right? If my father would go to Al-Malha, he would be murdered because he's crossing an imaginary line. If my mother would go to Jaffa, she would be crossing an imaginary line and she will be murdered. So like those lines are imaginary lines, so if you cross them, Israel would murder you or persecute you. But they are literally like imaginary. I show it to people all the time. I'm like, yeah, can you see where the green line is? It's just imaginary. For one thing you should know is that for the state of Israel, every inch of Palestine is Israel. That's it. Yeah. If you show this map to a Palestinian, they will tell you this is the map of Palestine. Because this is the map of Palestine. You take this map to an Israeli person, they will tell you this is the map of Israel. Israel and Palestine are not two separate geographies. It's not Thailand and Malaysia. Israel and Palestine are two separate words referring to the same geography. The fascistic and racist name for Palestine is Israel. The Palestinian name for Palestine is Palestine. And it actually makes very good sense. It's tried in a lot of settler colonial contexts. Changing the name of a geography in order to change its present and future. Do you guys know where Zeeland is? Zeeland. Where's Zeeland? It's in the Netherlands. Where's New Zealand? The Maori's homeland. Some white people call the Maori's homeland New Zealand. So imagine yourself like from a Maori like background, and then somebody tells you like, oh, the name of your town is New Zealand. It's like, it doesn't feel like it, right? The same thing with like New York or New Jersey or New this or New that, New South Wales or whatever. You change the name of the geography in order to change its present and future, right? May 13th, 1948, the Jewish Agencies Board had to meet in order to decide what is the name they will give to Palestine. They discussed every name except for Palestine. They agreed that the name Palestine has to be eliminated. Because if you call Palestine, Palestine, the presence of Palestinians in Palestine is the most normal thing. You call Palestine Israel, what the hell are Palestinians doing in Israel? That's a racist trick that was carried out by other colonial powers and perfected by the state of Israel. But it's all imaginary, brother. It's all imaginary.